Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody had a wonderful day yesterday, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. So, back in the factory. Let's see. Ooh, nice. Get that. So, yesterday we worked some more on just general stuff. It's a little loud ish. Off for now. But we managed to get some stuff coming. Or actually, we got the radar towers up, and then also finished up the hypertubes out to what will be our train hub. And I have had this running nice all night on the server. Nice. So we are slowly filling up what we need to. Oops. So grab this. And let's see. Anything else? Get those, but I don't really want to. Not yet, at least. Materials. There we go. Just making sure that I have pretty much everything unlocked here. Yeah, looks like. Okay, so the last few things are going to be that and that. And then just these two. And wall power outlet Mark 3s are going to be the last piece that I need. So, with those out of the way, it's time to start looking at our train station, our Ultra Hub. So let's head on down here. And one of the things that I really should do is go ahead and start looking for more Mercer spheres so that I can continue doing more research into the alien technology, primarily because of the fact that I need to increase the stacks that I can hold in my deposit. Speaking of, there goes one right there. We'll hop down here. Ha 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 ha. Give me this one. Thank you.
Follow the veins to the altar and chant.
Okay. Let's see. If I remember correctly, do I have it on me? The answer is most likely no, I do not. Because I do have an item scanner, I just don't have apparently the item scanner on me. I took it off for needing the words. Needing inventory space. There we go. Let us continue along our travels and see what other shenanigans we can get up to out here. Now, one of the other things that I wanted to do, and might as well just go ahead and get it done first thing this morning, was to go ahead and do a little exploration of the desert. Just because it should be a good time to get it done. kind of explore what's out there. See how that goes. Also, look at. Also, God, did it get cold last night? It was so nice too. We had been hitting like 75, 80-degree days for the past week. And then last night it drops down to nearly below freezing. And man, sleep was so nice. I didn't want to get out of bed this morning. I was like, do I really have to? Technically, no, I didn't really have to, but I did anyway. Something strangely compelling about that lake out there. But yeah, good weather for sleeping. It was nice. Here we go. Oop, perfect. So, one of the current situations that I'm going to be having is I don't have enough concrete on me. Gosh darn it. Should have grabbed some before coming out. I think that one's yellow. Yeah, but it looked kind of green from a distance. Okay. So yesterday we went ahead and we set up the radar dish. There's 13. Is that 13 Mercer spheres, 9 summer sloops in this area. It's a large area too. But I want to get out to around there. So, how much concrete do I have there? 1,000. Okay. Well, nothing for it. Let's go. That is a lot of power slugs. Where are you going? Nowhere. Because you are dead. There we go. That's what I wanted. Give me your carcass. Oh, and there goes a Mercer sphere. I think I got one of them. Oh, yep, got that one. Got that one. Anybody else? Nope. Cool. This is mine now.
Live, laugh, consume.
Pretty much. Sucks to be you, buddy. Alright, and that's limestone. Don't care. It's amazing how different everything looks from the ground. Hey, buddy. Ow. Got him. Thank you. The summer sloop. Yes, let's reload. I've got over 100 of those. Nice. Ow. Ow, because I was close to that one. We'll pick up the power slugs. I think that's what we'll do for a little bit today is just try and collect a whole bunch of stuff for giggles. Lord knows that I need it. Even though I'm not really using the power slugs all that much at the moment. Never hurts to have them. Because I may wind up needing them at some point. Up here. Nope. Okay. Really trying to find our more Mercer spheres, which that looks like that might be one up there. Run away! Thank you. The only thing that I really, really have to worry about out here is radiation poisoning. From uranium. Which, that'll be fun when I'm... Oh, I didn't see you there, buddy. That'll be fun when I actually get to that point, power-wise. Ah, come on. Gotcha. Hey, what's up, Hollows? Let's go into the scary cave. Yes, you are indeed first. And let me grab the bacon. Oh, more bacon. And we go out this hole. Yay. I know, right? That just sounded so filthy. Gotcha. I'm getting tactical with these. What are we up to so far? 5 Mercer spheres. Nice. Okay. What else we got? No, I didn't realize we're kind of at the upper limit of where our radar is. Okay. I swear, today is going to be one of those days. I think I'm going to have to go take an allergy pill. I've always been a little bit allergic to outside. So when there's a lot of outside, it happens. Are you some coal? Let's. Well, unfortunately, I don't have a choice. Sometimes I just have to go outside. And sometimes a little bit of outside leaks inside. 9 Mercer Spheres, 8 Summer Sloops left, 46 Power Sloops. I bet there's something good over here. Well, yes, I will pick up my inhaler. Yes. Nice. And let's see. Here, cool. Oh, so here's a little bit of interesting information that's been going around the Grand Theft Auto community. So apparently, recently, a streamer is getting hacked. What was interesting about this streamer getting hacked was the method of it. How are you not dead yet? There we go. And more specifically, the potential culprit for the hacking. So, the streamer that was getting hacked was playing on the console version of the game, which doesn't have mod menus, or if it does, it's so rare as to not even be something that's acknowledged. Like, it just doesn't even really happen. Here. Merry Christmas, bitch. But the strange thing about their getting hacked was that the messages that they were getting were Rockstar messages, such as your account has been adjusted and stuff like that.
This bleeding temple
And the
holds a
person did some
residence code.
investigating.
Play for us.
What's this?
We watch the waves of the effigies in the shallows passing through the windows, and they're all the same. There is no resonance growth. Sing.
I just called the Fix-It doctors. They told me there is definitely no danger from repeat exposure to these signals. In fact, they said it is good for you. I apologize, but the call dropped suddenly, otherwise they would have told you themselves.
Uh-huh.
The good news is you should run towards these strange and dangerous-looking objects whenever you find them. Doctor's orders.
Okay, Ada. Okay. But so apparently, after some investigating, there is the potential that this streamer was actually getting hacked, having their account adjusted by an actual Rockstar employee, or at least a Rockstar moderation employee. Because the error messages were the ones that Rockstar only has access to, not anybody with a just a random mod menu. And that makes me wonder if that was potentially what was happening the other day when I was streaming it. Because that was just weird. Oh, I never trust the doctor. But what was interesting about the guy getting hacked is he wound up getting like trillions of dollars in his GTA account. And I'm like, why does that never happen to me? Thank you. Haha. Okay. Thought there was another area around here. Ow. Nope. Give me that. Honestly, it's difficult to say, and it's kind of hard to say which direction I think they should go with. Because on one hand, it was one of their employees doing it, and it feels a little unfair. Now, if they can just reset his account to where it had been before all the adjustments were made, I would consider that to be a little bit more fair. Maybe give him a little extra, like here's, um, like a shark card's worth of money kind of thing, extra 10 million or something like that for the inconvenience.
Witness a single strand of the tapestry.
Because that would be fair. This is mine.
Consume.
Let's see. Oh, looks like another Mercer sphere over there. But first, get up here. There we go. Wanted a slightly higher vantage point because I figured that guy was going to be there. Got him. It's like, where are you trying to run to? Awesome. And go. This is really why humans are to be feared. That's nothing to do with our stamina, our bipedal locomotion, or our aggression. It has everything to do with the fact that we will figure out more inconvenient ways to kill you. We don't have to be stronger than you, we just have to be smarter. That's why you get other smarter people to do it for you. It's just easier that way. And what's not to love about explosives? Okay, where was that other... Whoop, 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 whoop. Nope. I think it was over here somewhere. Maybe. Oh yeah, there it is. Son of a bitch. Fine. Get up here. There we go. Ha 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 ha. Inhaler. Inhaler? Hell, I barely know her. There we go. Picked up a couple of them. Or did it? Oh, I think it just added it to what I had. Okay, cool. There you go. Think. Thought I saw some radioactive stuff up this way. Oh, hey, look. That's familiar. Oh. Grab some nuts. Yeah, there goes some radioactive stuff over there. Let's see. I'll try and bypass the radioactive stuff, if at all possible. Oh, well, hello there, buddy. Here. Oh, nope, 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 nope. You get away from me. Oh, did he die? Oh, no, he did not die. He did not die. Ow! Did you just die already? There, finally. Good God. Or did you just fall down? You did, but that's not bad. Thank you. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Up here. Thank you. Power slug. Yay. I know, right? Let's see. Nope. There we go. This is where it's going to get a little interesting as I have to... Nice. All right. Now that we're up here. Man, it was funny. I was, just for giggles, I was looking at the Steam reviews for Satisfactory, which, by the way, overwhelmingly positive. Fair enough. But it's funny how many of them were referencing Factorio. One of them was upset over the fact that Factorio never goes on sale, while Satisfactory goes on sale multiple times. Somebody was upset that Factorio had too many, was too aggressive because, things were constantly attacking you. Well, Satisfactory was more of a chill experience. And it's like, why do you have to bring up Factorio? Why can't you just say Satisfactory is a really chill game that you enjoy playing? Probably could have 2-for-1 that. Oh, 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 oh. I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, there you are. Boom. Yep, 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 yep. Ow. You need to go away. Get him. Nope. Nope. Just die already. They are often compared, and a lot of it just has to do with the fact that they are very similar games. Factorio came out first, and then Satisfactory came out afterwards. Yeah, they little. That was actually one of the big ones. That's why. Ooh, give me my nuts. Well, give me your nuts. There we go. Haha, gotcha. There we go. Gotcha. There's another one. Where is there another one? Ow. Ow. Get up here. Get up here. Come on. There we go. Hey, what's up, Matt? There you go. Let's see. Oh, wow. There's a lot of you here. Second. There's that one. I know, right? There we go. All right, now I just need to pop a couple of these guys. Glorious day, indeed. Grab some of the shiz. Honestly, today I wanted to oversleep as well because it's just so nice and cold. I need fused modular frames. We don't have that here. Computers, though. There we go. That was a 2-for-1. I like that. Ow. There we go. Missed. Gotcha. Okay. I don't know, like 100, 110. I need to make some more. Ooh, more nuts. This looks like a dangerous place to climb up. So, and I am right. Nope, 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 nope. Out of fuel. Damn. Okay. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. We're going up here because I saw a purple slug and I want it. I want it. Hey there, buddy. You're going in my inventory. Boop. Thank you. Okay. What is... There's something there, but I don't know what... That's either going to be a summer sloop. Oh, and it's covered by radioactivity. Prolapsing anus. That sounds about right. Okay. Let's also finish climbing all the way up here. Good bird's eye view. Oh, Mercer Sphere there. Plus, oh, uranium node over there. Thing over here. It's a purple slug. Ooh, another Mercer Sphere. This area is kind of pretty, though. Something over there. Looks like possibly some SAM ore over there. Need to get this quick. Thank you.
The voiceless effigy creates bodies in air waves, but does not notice the shore. Is our melody not beautiful?
Detecting abnormal brainwave activity again. Activating artificial brainwave resonator.
Oh, damn.
Shallow song has no rhythm. The river erodes our temples without prayers and washes away our scripture without deepening. Consume.
I believe this is one of those moments where the scientist would yell, Eureka! But that seems entirely too dramatic. It seems they are somehow organically emulating human speech. Fascinating. Continue exposing yourself. Alien artifacts.
Okay, glad they finished that. Surprise. Okay. Come on, get up there. Aha. Anybody else that I want to go mess with? Actually, let's... Not I have 10 of them. Plus what I have back home. I think that should be good for now. Let's see about making our way back. Grab you. Are you limestone, I believe? Yep. Haha. Sucker. Alright, what I want to do... That guy, awesome. Anything over here? Nope. Cool. Picking up so many slugs today. Whoops. This is roughly where we were at. Oh, yeah. That up from Mr. Radioactive Boy. Okay. And let's start heading back so that I can drop a bunch of this crap off. Dude, here, take that. Would you hold that for me? Thanks. Oh, hey. There goes another one. Looks like more uranium over there. Yay. Let's see. I can probably make the jump from here. Get over to maybe. Oh, Mercer Sphere. Sorry. Distracted for a moment. We got to go collect it. I got to have it. Hold that. Thank you. Oh, shit. Scared the crap out of me. Didn't expect him to be. Nope, 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 nope. No, definitely not. Let's see. Let's hope. Yeah, it should be fine. Oh, just barely made it. All right, we are home free. Just got to get down to our train station, and then I can ride this all the way back home. Any other? I think I pretty much got most of the other stuff from around here. Boom. All right. Quick AFK. I'll be right back. He ran away. That's where he went. There we go. Ah. Okay. Let's see. First off, let's see what I need for some of this research. Alien technology. Brought to you by. I need 7 for that and 103 of those. And then I need 7 for that and 103 of those. I don't really need the upload speed to be greater. I do need, however, the number of stacks to be greater. So let's do that. There we are. I don't need a summer sloop. God, I didn't realize I had that many power shards. Okay. Hard drives. Let's see. Drop off you. Ah, there goes my. Ooh, got like 6 hard drives that I could go through right now. And then my object scanner, which I don't really need at the moment. Drop off coupons. Packaged liquid biofuel, which I don't really use. Drop you there. Anything else? Oh, this one? No. There we go. Drop off my nuts and my bacon. Okay. So now all I have to do is go grab some sand ore. Which, fortunately... There we go. That's pretty easy to do. Yay! Yeah. Really should clean up some of this stuff. I really should actually put in some hypertubes through here. What is this? Ow. Let's drop some of that off. And pick up some more. There we go. Now I just get to run this back. And up, up, up. There we go. It's kind of like taking a ski lift. I also can't wait to get the, electric jetpack. Basically, it allows you to fly as long as you're near power lines. Sort of like the Tesla of jetpacks. Wrong way. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Of course, once you get outside that energy field, it kind of falls like a rock. So, no, no, fine. We'll just drop some stuff off. You, or you at the moment. Let's do this. I'm going to need more wire, more copper wire. Although really all I need 206, I think it is. Technically, I only need 103 right now for what I want. So we'll wait till I get to that point. And then we'll see what happens. Cool. But the third stack will actually be pretty nice. And it's funny too, because as I was perusing YouTube this morning, I came across a video from, I think it was Total Eclipse, who was, and it was one of his older videos, and he was demonstrating the proper way to utilize the dimensional depots, which is, it's set up the exact same way that I have it, just without the secondary standard cargo container there, but having it set up with splitters so that way it is sorting out everything the way that it's supposed to correctly, and that way you don't have major issues with stoppage. It's like, yep, that just makes sense. Good. Alien technology. Let's do this. Start research. Yay. How much does that require? Ooh, 2 more.
Dimensional expansion increased to 300%. New understanding of matter manipulation technology allows the dimensional storage to deconstruct all matter to the subatomic level, storing its elementary particles until the part is recalled.
You are digging into deeper layers. Shallow matter contains window symphonies and void songs and deep echoes.
It is fascinating what one can find out simply by looking closer.
Yep. Still creepy. Let's see. What else did I want to look at? Ethereum. I need. What are those? High speed connectors and steel pipes. Bullet guidance systems and programmable splitters. Okay. Sulfur. Need those. Bunch of those. Okay. All right. Now that we've got some of that taken care of, you know what? Let's just throw all the sand ore in here. It won't matter. Let's get our Mercer spheres stored away for now. This one. Yep, there it goes. I also should go ahead and grab, or should make, I should say, some more of the obelisks. That I need black powder. moments. What it is, either there's something in my eye or my eye is just not happy. Probably a little bit of both. The eyeball in my eyeball is unhappy with my eyeball. I already updated that. Jesus. And come on. So, Nubelisks. Let's make some more. Lord knows we go through enough of. Let's do that. I know today's just one of those days where I am an absolute mess. Hell, I may actually be coming down with a cold or something. Wouldn't that suck? Especially because I have next week potentially have jury duty. Yeah, so by the way, next week, I won't know until after my stream on Monday. Well, I mean, coffee, tea, it doesn't really matter. I was going to get a cold anyway. Normal as far as I know. But I won't know if I'm actually needed until after my stream on Monday. Because I've got to call in and they're going to let me know, hey, we still need you, or no, go away. Petty citizen. That was you. But if I'm not streaming on Tuesday, it's because I'm at jury duty. So, but I'll try and let you guys know on Discord, leave a message or something like, hey, not going to be around. Sucks to be you. Good luck. You know what? Just realizing I don't need these on me. I don't need to be holding on to all of them. There you go. Sorry, buddy, but everybody in my stream is telling me that you're guilty. So we're just going to have to go with guilty there. Sucks to be you. Enjoy life in prison. Yeah, no, that wouldn't go over there. Throw that in there. Awesome. Okay. Let's grab some extra concrete. Let's also grab some extra fuel while I'm at it. Yeah, pretty much. Awesome. All right, so what we need to work on today is starting to put together, well, starting to bring in resources from I've done jury duty before, and I was so fucking bored the entire time. Because the problem with jury duty is it reminds me of school, and I hated school. And I just don't. Also, these days, don't like being around people. I haven't done grand jury, just regular jury duty. And I hated it. I hated jury duty. because it was just absolutely boring. And actually, when did I do? I'm trying to remember the last time I did jury duty. I think it's home ownership or something to that effect. Looking at mortgage records and whatnot, or census data. Um, well, anytime that you get into those bigger charges, that's when you start getting stepped up to like grand jury and whatnot. But if you're just doing like regular petty stuff, the one that I did was theft. A guy had stolen a loading ramp from a local motorcycle company, and had then cut it down and sold the scrap for money. So it was pretty basic stuff. Like I said, boring as fuck. Okay. So what we're going to do here is I need to set this up. There we go. Yeah, again, that would have been absolutely like the problem for me. This is why I hate the idea of jury duty. And especially these days. My biggest problem these days is I hate being in a room full of people. It makes me incredibly uncomfortable. And especially if it's a room full of stupid people. Because then it's like, oh, great. Idiots. Nope, I need this. It's like the older I get, the less tolerable of groups of people that I become. Like being in groups. That's also why I have problems going out to, like, a friend of mine kept trying to get me to go to conventions and stuff. And it's like, I can't do conventions. I was trying to explain this to her, and she kept bringing up other examples of other people. And it's like, that's great. Other people are fine. I'm happy for them. But I can't do it because every time I get into a group or I get into a setting where there's just tons and tons of people, I go into guard dog mode and I can't stop paying attention to everything around me all the time. And it gets really tiring really quick. And the last thing I want to do is be stuck in a room full of people all the time. Let's see what I can do. Bring this down. Yeah. Then get rid of these. And I'll leave that for now. Because I may wind up expanding this. In fact, I'll definitely wind up expanding this because, again, this is going to be where all the rails are coming into. And I kind of want to set this up. Yeah. I kind of want to set this up in such a way as to have sort of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Actually, you know what? I don't need this. Hopefully, that radar tower is amazing to jump up on top of. But, what is that called? A rail yard of sorts. God, my brain is just not working today. I mean, I'm not saying my brain works any other day, but definitely not today. Stacker. That was the word I was looking for. Essentially, what I want to be able to do is not only have a whole bunch of stations for various things, but I also want to be able to stack a whole bunch of trains together while they're waiting, so that if I have, let's say, 2 or 3 trains that are running iron ore in or something like that, I want them to be able to stack up and wait without it being a problem. Similar to the way that I would do something like that in, let's say, Factorio. So this is probably going to be pretty big. Let's get up here. Let's grab my train stuff. And I'm going to have to grab some more parts at some point. And go. And let's run this down real quick. Too far. There we go. That'll be our 2 rails. One out, one in. Our radar tower, I could probably move it over just a little bit more. I don't think that'll be its final resting spot, so to speak. But for now, it works because, well, it just works. It's kind of out of the way at the moment, doing its thing. That's the quartz, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Okay. Raw quartz there. Plus all the stuff here. Okay. So. What I want to do for this is slightly different in terms of my build design. Yeah, I noticed that, and actually, that would, I believe that's a Steam thing. I don't quite know who controls that aspect, but it is kind of useful. Let's see. I don't think it gets rid of it. I could be wrong, but oh god, it's going to take forever to do all the rails. Speaking of updates, I was looking at the Path of Exile 2 updates, and apparently there was an exploit that people were doing for I guess, the ritualists that caused like 300 accounts to get banned for the rest of the league. And it's like, ooh, that sucks. But apparently they did go through and nerf a whole bunch of stuff, and so now they're doing their buffing pass. And it's like, I'm not 100% certain. I don't know enough about the game to state what it was good at. I think it just increased the power level of the player so that they were able to more easily like kill everything on screen, kind of thing. Other than that, I don't know exactly. I know that there was talk about a uh, duplication glitch that people were doing that apparently got patched pretty quickly. In fact, that may have been what it was. But the thing that I find interesting is that they really did go through and nerf the shit out of a lot of the classes. And now they're having to go back through and buff a lot of stuff. And it's like, if you have to nerf a lot of things, maybe that tells you something about the state of play and the way that players want to play your game. Like, I know that there is a specific thing that causes players to want to play or not play. When you're looking at the gameplay, and people like Dark Souls and Elden Ring because it's a difficult game, because it requires skill, that sort of thing. But at the same time, there are also lots of situations where the difficulty isn't necessarily the end-all be-all of your title. And sometimes it's okay to let players have a little bit of fun. How far down? Too far away still. This is going to be interesting. Let's bring you back to here. Let's start you here. I should be able to come around that curve beautifully. Perfect. It's almost like I planned it. I mean, technically I kind of did, but not like that. Almost. All the way back with this one. Then and Other news, apparently the Minecraft movie did incredibly well. Worldwide, looking at its opening weekend of 300 something $1 million, which is crazy. But also not crazy because it's Minecraft. And outside of maybe Grand Theft Auto and Pokemon, there really isn't another franchise that is as well known as Minecraft. One of the things, though, that a lot of people have been saying about the Minecraft movie is that it definitely feels like, yeah, exactly. But it definitely feels like a dumb, fun family movie that we used to watch all the time. And I'm actually glad that it's like that. I'm glad that it's a dumb, fun movie like that because we've been missing those sorts of movies for a long time now. I'm not. I'm not surprised. Right now, there's this big push to do live action movies, and really, it's Disney's fault. Disney's the one that caused this. I don't think we would have such a live action push if it were not for like The Lion King and Beauty and the Beast. I think what happens is that a lot of these studios find that they can't imagine an animated movie making $1 billion+ unless it has live action actors in it. So that's why they do the mix of live action and CGI because we're so used to it anyway. You know, I used to be a Jack Black fan, but lately I really have just kind of lost my enjoyment at Jack Black. He's kind of become a little bit too everywhere. There we go. God, I love those curves. It's like, oh, you're doing a comedy? Well, let's get Jack Black. I miss seeing Jack Black do slightly more serious roles, like he used to do in the late '90s and early 2000s. With some of his other appearances, like when he was in that movie, The Jackal, or he was in, I think, Enemy of the State with Will Smith. When he was doing more like background characters and stuff. And then I think the other thing is that I don't know, like he stopped being as funny. I think like he just stopped trying as much, or now he's trying too hard. It's difficult to say, but that happens to some people. Like there's that period of time which is kind of like their golden hour where they are just really really good, and then something happens or they just get older, whatever it is, and they lose that spark that made them good at what they were doing. I've never seen Jumanji. Well, I've never seen the remakes of Jumanji. I've seen the original. The original was great. And honestly, I really loved him in Kung Fu Panda. But as far as his live action work, his more recent stuff just hasn't been quite as good. At least for me personally. I can't attest to everybody going, "Oh no, he sucks." No, it's whatever. There we go. Now we have two long ass rails coming out to nowhere that currently are not attached to anything. Yeah, basically. We'll expand this a bit. Okay. And there you go. Now this is going to need to be fairly wide. What is that? Looks like it's some sort of hole in the wall. Huh. And I need this to be considerably longer. And what I am eventually going to wind up doing, what I would like to set up, is sort of what we were doing when we were working on the crystal oscillators, where we have individual pre-built buildings that I can slap down to do specific functions. So having areas specifically for doing iron ingots, etc., etc. There we go. That gives us a lot more space to work with. I am, however, need a hole here so that I can get up and down pretty easily. That's what she said. Let's see. Architecture. Walk. Ramp? No, not a ramp. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Awesome. So. Now, the question is, how much do I want to build up and how much do I want to build down? terms of the actual size of this thing. Okay. Because why am I hitting B? What's under me specifically? Right here, I have iron, iron, copper, copper. Both of these are normal. Well, that one's impure. That one's normal, and that is normal. Okay, those are both normal. Okay, and that's pure. That one's pure. Okay. Because eventually I'm going to want to bring all of these into the central location. And there's a couple of different ways that I can go about doing that. The first is to create basically a highway of belts. It's one of the ways that I could do that. Another way would be to set up, and especially for the ones that are farther away, set up truck or tractor stops and then just bring them in that way. Bring them in here to the central location and then tower it up. Which might not be a bad idea. But the other thing is, where do I want to put here? This. Kind of. We'll just stair step this down until I get to the bottom. Oh. Too much stair step. Too much stair step. Now, these don't necessarily mean that this is where my floors are going to be. This is primarily just so that I have something to land on or build off of. There we go. That is quite the trip. That's for certain. That is also a lot of vertical real estate that I could be utilizing. Yep, and that is all she wrote. What are you? Caterium? Cateria. Sounds like I'm yelling after a Roman Caesar or something like that. Ooh, nuts. Thank you. And quartz. Nuts and quartz and nuts and quartz. Gotcha. Okay. And this goes. Pick up the iron ore. Yep, that sounds about right. Oh, hey, buddy. Here, have some of those. Where are you going? Nope. Honestly, that's the best thing that it can ever happen. Is confusing neighbors. Like that right there is the best gift I could ever give. Really? Ha 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 ha! You thought you could stick around. Not today, Rocks. The boulder has been shattered. That's true. Not many people do that. Well, not many younger people do that. Older people still do. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we used to do. Like, so we got yes. Like we got the yellow pages delivered the other day. It is now about that thick. It's kind of hard to tell, but probably about the same thickness as I don't know, uh, about a CD case for people who actually still buy CDs. When it used to be, like a freaking book. You're such a goober, but I totally get it. There is just something about the smell of a fresh newspaper. Alrighty. So now we have a couple of levels here to work with. I don't really have a full design idea yet, but I want to try something. My bomb's out at the moment. I kind of like. Well, I want to do something with columns, I think, is what I want to do. We can just jump down, it doesn't matter. Okay. I want to do something. Actually, a 4x4 column might just be what I'm looking for. Because if I need to, I can use these as elevator lifts. question is, what manner of separation? Like, how many between each column do I want to go? Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then there 1, 2, 5. You want some of this? Now you are dead. Was it worth it? Could have just enjoyed your copper. Wait, who's attacking me now? Oh, you. Sorry. Oh, goddamn. That one came out of nowhere like, hey, buddy, you forgot about me. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, cool. Just trying to get an idea of how this is going to look. Actually, I may have just, as the saying goes, fucked up right. 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. And yes, that could work. Yeah. Nope, I just need to. Thank you. I'm gonna have to go get some more um, concrete here. What I might just do is go grab the truck, fill it up full of concrete, and then that way I'll have plenty of concrete, plus what I can carry, plus what'll be in the dimensional depot. Up here, thank you. But that looks to be just about right for where I want it to be. And then I can run this down that lengthwise. But yeah, that's starting to actually look pretty good. And then, of course, once I get all of it completed, that will start to turn into something. That also means I'll be able to use this bottom area here as a collection point for my ground-based vehicles like trucks and tractors. Let's see how that's going to look from the outside. Yeah, that's actually not too bad at all. And then I can come in with something like round concrete beams. Oh, yes. Oh, that looks spectacular. Yes, I like that. Then let's see. I want to see what Ethereum finish, but what material would I want instead? Not steel. Oh, I know. I know why. Colors unpainted. There. In that case, what if we do? Nope, I need it darker than that. You're terrible at this. You're not gonna give me what I want, are you? Material. What about coated? Nope, you're just okay. I could do this for the bottom portion. And then we'll do actually I want to do the darker finish here. Switch you to Caterium. Ooh. How does that? I'm not certain. I'm not 100% on it unless I find some way to kind of. Actually, you know what? I'm not sold on the design. Let's get rid of you as well because I'm going to need that. What I want is that way. Eight. Nope, not 8. Yeah, 8. No, whoops. That's not what I wanted at all. Then I can do the foundations. And this is where I need. Yeah, this is where you need the half foundations or the angled foundations. So that way I can more easily put them in. Because there's nothing that'll fit in there other than doing something like that. Which now just looks kind of weird. But we'll make do. And then. Nope. I don't know. It looks kind of big. But for the height of it, it's not too bad. Not completely sold on it. The other thing that I am thinking about, I know I'm just sitting here, let's just try a whole bunch of stuff. The other thing that I'm thinking about here is let's try this. Let's see if I can get. Do something like that. And do that in between each of the columns. So that it gives it what looks like some additional structural support. And in that way, I don't need these big, funky feet at the bottoms of the columns. However, what I can do is let's get rid of this. And there. What if and there. Rid of all of this stuff. This will make sense in a moment, I hope. If not, I'm sorry. Sure I don't get anything important here. There we go. Okay, so now what I should be able to do, raise this up. Go up there. Maybe. This has to go. And I just realized why. Goes away. These go away. There we go. Do that one. Now I need to grab, where are you at? So you to concrete. Wow, really? You're not bigger than that? All right. We'll work with what we have. kind of might just leave it like that, because then I can run something along the center there and actually have it look pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's going to be our design. And then see if I can get this to work the way that I want. I wonder if this will work. Oh no, those are like massive. Okay. Let's do. Wall fit. Nope. Okay. What I'll probably wind up having to do is something like. And then. Yes. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. There we go. Now we're starting to cook with fire. Get rid of all this. Get rid of you guys. And now what I need is go vertical. Nope. Nope. Damn it. There you go. There we go. Aha. Now for this corner column, it's going to be a little bit more interesting. What I could do is nope, not what I want. There we go. Go vertical, vertical. Excellent. So what I have to do here is grab you guys. Down like so. And then what do we have? Fit in that corner nicely. Could try. Nah, I don't like the way that looks. But if I do this in a corner, yay, 2 hours of this. Let's get up here. And then we do let's grab this slug real quick. Thank you. Awesome. Yes. Ooh, I like the way that's starting to turn out. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to put behind the glass. I kind of do want to put something back there, but I don't know what yet. I could do something. Maybe. Ooh. Let's see for giggles. Select icon. None. Next, none. Mission 3. Select colors. Almost. To be bright white. Text. Go away. What if we actually went not with a bright white, but with sort of a bluish color? Put you in there. And I want to make sure that I get the heights correct. Okay, let's get rid of you guys. Get rid of you. And I want you there. Zoop that back into the ground. And yes, that is going to look amazing. And especially at night, because those columns are going to have this beautiful light blue light on the inside of them. And really just light this up. Okay, that is going to be a lot of work. So, what I should do is instead of doing this all by hand, I should go ahead and we're going to head back and we're going to make a blueprint for this column. So that way I will have a chunk of it and I can just put the chunks out that I need to. I think that will wind up being the best idea. But it's useful knowing how I'm going to put it together. Okay, oops. At least this is kind of, whoops, easy to get up onto. Alrighty. Now the 4-hour trip back home. But yeah, how is that? Oh, you can't even really see it from there. So that'll be That'll be really cool when I actually start getting more of the walls put together. But yes. Yes. I like where this is going. So, what is the temperature now? Oh, we're up to 50. Nice. Apparently, the forecast for the eastern part of the United States is going to be calling for rain and possibly snow. Yes, I do recall. And I have not given up on adding in some sort of loop de loop yet. In fact, I wonder, I could probably make a blueprint of that pretty easily. Well, if I make another one, I want it to actually not just be for giggles. I would like for it to actually have a use. And I could probably fair. But no, I could probably actually get it to be useful as a booster for long segments. Basically, have it come up and then boost you, and then the downhill will actually help even more. Yeah, okay. I'm going to take a short AFK, and I'm going to run a quick 1 minute of ads. I'll go grab myself something to eat because I'm getting a little bit hungry. And then when I get back, we will go ahead and start with, actually, let's go ahead and not the 2 meter. I need the 4 meter. Hey, as long as everybody's sharing their rain, that's really all that matters. There we go. Here you are. Vertical that. Vertical that. And finally, awesome. Again, select none. Text, go bye-bye. Colors. Go for a light blue. All right. And walls. You're going to be a pain in the ass, aren't you? Okay. I'll figure this out. Actually, There we go. Awesome. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to make this more emissive. Not submissive, emissive. There we go. That gets bright as hell. Yes. I like this. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna take I mean, fair enough. If it worked like a portal, that would be awesome. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick AFK, run some ads real quick. Yeah. Whoops. And then make myself something to eat. When I get back, we'll go ahead and see about cleaning up this blueprint a little bit more, getting it to the point where I'm happy with it, and then take it back over to the base. That is really pretty. Okay. Let me. There we go. And I shall be back in just a few. Alrighty, there we go. That is so much better. The heating pad turned back on because it is still rather chilly. Although, thank you. It's cold enough in the house that my mom was like, you know what? Turning the heat on. It's like, okay. It's like, you're not cold? I'm like, no, I'm wearing socks. I'm fine. Mostly. Hmm. Okay. So, what I should do is oh, I have an idea. What if I take put wall outlets on the back here, and then we'll just make that a section as is. Column. Rounded front, rounded edges with glass front and light panels to power connector in the back. Set the directory. Edit. Let's add new category. Structural. New category will get called structures. Select our icon. None of those. I guess we could do storage crate. Or wait, no. House. Apply. Apply changes. And select icon. Parts, equipment, other. Thank you. Stations. Save. So now under blueprints, structures, and structural, I have my lighted column. And then what I want to do is I want to do a version of this that this is going to be difficult. Ooh, no, it's not, because do that, and then we do no. Don't fall into the hole. that's not going to work. Why doesn't that? Oh, that should work, right? Of course, this isn't going to work. Damn it. I was hopeful this was actually going to work the way that I wanted it to, but of course not, because that would be too easy. If I just do that, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So instead, let's do a half foundation here. Like that. And yes. Let's then make you completely materials. Okay, yeah. That feels a bit better, actually. I like that for the top. What we'll do is we'll save this and we'll call you top. Rounded lighted column, set directory, structure. Awesome. Oh, save. There. Okay, cool. Let's clear this. Take all. Exquisite. Grab some more of our concrete. So how are we doing on coupons? Yay, free whole coupons. We have so many. Actually, a lot more than that. Doing. Oh well, yeah, I've got plenty of crystal oscillators. All right, we're good. Plus those, and yours are doing good. I do need to bring in some Caterium, but for now, and away we go. I really do like that blueprint planner. That is a really great design idea. Huh. That is just checked out the Discord. That is actually a really cool link there, Matt. Thank you for that. Uh, Absolutely. Like that's one of those things that's one of the reasons why space engineers has been around as long as it has. Or for that matter, something like Factorio. Those games are great because they allow you to share your creations. Whee! Always a good resource to have. Anything that helps you do your job or your hobby better. Always good. Ugh. Avoid touching the ground for 30 minutes. Nice. I think that's the first. No, because I'm pretty sure I have. Gotcha. I could have sworn I have already touched the ground, but or like that I had been off the ground for 30 minutes. But damn. Okay. What I need to do here is actually come back up. And I want. Oh, rock on. Okay. Well, now this is going to be fun. Okay. Blueprints. I know there is a way. To do this. Oh, oh. Okay. Need to nudge this. Aha. Is that correct? That is indeed correct. Awesome. Okay. So, what you do is when you're placing a blueprint, if you lock the blueprint, it will allow you to then nudge it into the location that you want. So, that's useful. So, what I'll do here go ahead and we'll clean this up. Let's get rid of all this. Oh. Get rid of this. Then I can clean all of this up. And I'll be able to start placing the other blueprints. Okay. So now, blueprint, and I grab that one. Oh. Oh, yes. And there we go. That is absolutely gorgeous. So now I can get rid of this crap. Rid of you. Actually, I will leave that. Just so that I know where this corner is going to be. Because I'm not yet sure how it's going to look when I put up the other stuff. But let's pull back and get a better view of that. And that just looks awesome. I wonder... I think that's the correct size for an elevator. So in one of these, I could easily put an elevator in the column that would allow me to then go up the entire length, but still also look outside, which would be kind of fun. Okay, let's see. I gotta go up here. And the nice thing is that I already have power connectors back here. So if there is anything power-wise that I want to connect, I have the capability of doing so. Okay, I need you to be... Go. Let's pop this window out. Rid of you. And now, should make it a little bit easier to add the blueprints. Yeah, that should be good. Awesome. And again, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blueprint. Oh, that is just so super easy. I am, however, getting a little bit low on Ethereum wire, on quick wire, I should say. 3, 4. There we go. And there should be a button for blueprints. There really should be. Boom. Awesome. And we just drop to our deaths. Not really. Let's take out that wall and this wall. Blueprint. And there we go. That's the last one I'm going to be able to do, though, because I need to go collect some more quick wire. But I cannot wait to see these at night, and once I get all of them put in, because I think that's going to look incredibly sexy. Yes. God, I'm happy with that. And quick wire is actually going to be over at our old base. Really should go ahead and see about putting an elevator in here at some point. And here we go. Hell yes. Yeah, I'm really excited to get this all working. This is going to be so cool. What I should do is a version of the rounded top, but as a footer as well. Because then what I could do is put that on the next level and use it as a footer for the columns themselves. That ought to make it a little bit easier. Well, it'll make it more interesting because then I could do that middle row pretty easily. Make it stand out some. If I do that, I might change the width and positioning of the glass wall. And actually pull it out so that it lines up with that far edge on Now, because that's only half block width. I don't know. I'll have to play around with that and see how that's going to feel. Might be able to make that work. Yay, we're almost home. This. And now we get to ride this all the way back. Yeah. I think that might wind up being one of my other projects at some point, is to go through and basically do the same thing that I did with that other tunnel, but with this one, so that I can run it all the way through and then do hyper tubes. Now the cool thing is messing around with the blueprints like we are and setting it up. What that really does is gives me practice basically for setting up blueprints to use as building blocks for this bridge for the other one as well. As where am I going? This way. There we go. To use as building blocks for the bridge for the support structure, the substructure. Which, yay! Hey, and there goes my little tractor buddy. Almost back. Oh, wow. Give it a second till I'll get in here. Because you know how Twitch always takes a few minutes. Boop. Hello, the raid of Sarvi. How y'all doing today? Grab some of this. Said sort. Thank you. Glad to hear it. Let's also drop off. If I were a smart man, which I am not, I would do organization, and then I would do dimensional depot. If I were a really smart man, I would also go ahead and have cursor sphere. But again, I am not. Do I have one? Not really. I'm just at the old base, that's all. No, I don't. Okay. let me see. Oh, gotcha. I was about to say everything looks fine on my end. Yep. Nope. I still look hideous. So the only thing that I can think of, and this is, now fair enough. I've been there before. Um, one of the things that I would recommend when checking out your stream quality is, first of all, just do a full reboot of your computer. 9 times out of 10, there's something running in the background that may be causing that issue. I know Sokita's hot as hell. Um, so yeah, like whenever you're looking at your stream quality and it just feels like it's absolutely tanking, just do a full reboot, and then also double check your settings. I know if you're using OBS, they recently did an update, or they've done several updates that have changed. What is it? It's one of the codecs. It's one of the older versions for the NVIDIA codec that they deprecated, and they've updated it to a new one. So you may need to switch that, and then also do a speed test. Speedtest.net, I think, is the name of the website. Let me pull that up. Not sped test, speed test. Yeah, speedtest.net is always a good one to go with. Speedo testo. Um, Updating is not like, it's not about fixing what's broken so much as it's just about, in some cases, updating some features. It can be. Yeah. Oh, we're getting a new hard drive.
The hard drive contained both data and the soul of this freighter. Disconnecting it has destroyed the soul, but the data can be analyzed in the MAM, so everything is okay.
Well, thanks for that existential crisis there, Ada. Let's see, is there anything over here? I want to see what's over here. I have a bad feeling about this. So instead of flying over and potentially getting stuck, we're going to build a bridge just in case. Because I don't know how far this portion of the map goes before it starts wanting to hurt me. It doesn't want to hurt me over here. I don't remember this being this explorable back in the day. So this must be new to 1.0. Oh, look, more water. So pretty. Oh, yeah, there's nothing over there. There we go. Yeah. I'm hurting you. You just don't realize it yet. I am the island of bad decisions and drug addiction. Guess which one's which? Let's see. I don't think there's actually anything up here, but I don't think there's anything on this island even. But it's cool anyway that it's explorable. That makes me kind of happy. Because this would actually be kind of a cool area. Like this lake here is going to be or will be absolutely perfect for a giant water factory. Just putting tons and tons of water extractors in here. Okay. Let's land gently. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Oh, never mind. It does matter. That is really shallow. I thought that was going to be a little less shallow, but apparently I was wrong. You know what? I'll leave that. And now we'll pick it up. Oh, absolutely. Well, we are over at this island, so that tracks. There we go. You know, this would actually be a good spot to build like a dam or something like that. Just to make it look like it's useful. Like we're doing something with it. You know what? The timing may be a little bit off, but we're definitely keeping that. I will not forget about the slut down the waterfall. One should never forget about their waterfall slut. Oh. Let's see. Here we go. Hey, buddy. This is the fun part here. Oh. Wow, that was a lot easier to get back than I thought it was going to be. What's over here? Yeah, that was way too easy. That's what that was. Oh, look, more nuts. Grab me nuts. Okay, now that we're done taking around there, let's go ahead and head on back. I was hoping there'd be like an easy Mercer sphere over there, but apparently not. There we go. Kind of debating on if I want to move the space elevator up. The spelevator. But I really don't have like extra. Whoops. But I don't really have like an extra location either at Forever Home or Uber train station where I could put it yet. Plus, I kind of like it being there because it's a reminder that that's the old base. That's where we started from. Technically, that's where Kintar started from. And then I just kind of took over. It's his fault, though. He was all like, hey, I started a server. Do you want to play? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then I just kind of kept going with it. And that idiot went and had himself a real life. What a moron. Who does that? I know, right? Wife, kids, jobs. Well, hello there, Mr. Tractor. Really should get that summer suit at some point. It's up here. Well, hey there, guys. You look like you would be perfect for blowing up. I am correct. You are perfect for blowing up. We're dead. We're very dead. Now we will take a cliff slut. There you go. We evolved the closet. What's over here? Anything at all? I may have already grabbed what was over here. I don't know. Is there anything? Nope. Not really. This makes me disappointed. Damn it. No! Fine. I'll just grab the first one I can get to. Wow. Don't have those. Oh, I just have. That's why. Okay. 3 coupons. What's. And now we get to race on back. You know, thinking about this, one of the beautiful things that has happened over the years is that it has become much easier for games to simulate certain things like a day night cycle that used to take a whole lot of extra resources in order to do. Because when you look at old games, they didn't really do day and night cycles unless it was specific to a segment of the gameplay. Like you were specifically doing a night mission. And now it's throw the sun into the sky, set up some global illumination values now, make it day and night. You're good to go. Let me tweak a slider real quick. But that also makes me appreciate the amount of work that used to go into it. If I remember correctly, Breath of Fire 1 and 2 used to do that. Actually, the entire Breath of Fire series is just a really good series in general. 1 through 4 at least. 5 sucked. I didn't like it. I think I actually have the ROMs for 1 and 2. I know I do for 3 and 4. Look real quick. Look. Yes, I do have Breath of Fire 1 and 2 ROMs. What about... And I do have 3 and 4 as well. Awesome. Those games are so good. Honestly, I think 3 might be one of my favorite games. Actually, both 3 and 4. Breath of Fire 3 and 4 are both absolutely amazing. I spent a lot of hours in those games. Let's see how this would look real quick. It is woefully incorrect. Oh, I see why. I see why. Because I need you to be here and there. There. And finally, put that. And then let's grab what if I need some like round walls as well. Architecture. You. Need something that I can put here. Because that would... Like, I might have to see if there's a mod for that. Because I kind of like the idea of these becoming balconies that you could step out onto and look out over the desert and whatnot. I'll have... Whoop. Forgot there's a hole there. But yeah, I kind of like the look of that. That definitely feels good. And I think that'll go a long way towards... Look at all that light spill. That is so beautiful. Okay. Prince. So, so pretty. Now I got to figure out what I want to do with the sort of interior portion walls, if you will, or essentially what's going to go between the columns. Because I could just do that, which wouldn't be difficult. But at the same time, I kind of want to do something in there to give it a little extra detail work. I have to come up with something. But yeah, really like it. And that illumination goes out there quite a ways too. Like that is some really good light spread. That is amazing. Then once daytime starts to show up, oh really? Well, hey buddy, you are now mine. Thank you. Let's grab blueprint. Default. There we go. That takes care of those columns. God, this thing is going to be immense. I am so glad for blueprints, though, because if I were to try and build this all by hand, it would be such a huge pain in the ass. I know how I could do it. I'm just not sure I would want to do it. That would just be so much effort. Not that I'm inherently against effort. I'm just not entirely certain it would be worth the effort. Actually, who am I kidding? Yes, it is, because that's just awesome. Oh, really? So what I need is that up there. I also kind of want to figure out where sort of a de facto front is going to be for this. Okay. Oops. Choose zoop. Okay. Bring that up like so. And this is where it's going to get fun. That down. I need for. Oh, that's because I got a. Okay. down, bring that forward. That should be perfect. Awesome. And in fact, I can probably go ahead and I don't know yet. Figure that part out. Clean this up. Not stand on it. There we go. And I should be able to do forward, back down. Awesome. Excellent. And now, lined up. Excellent. Though I do need to clean out the walls in the back. Yeah, that's easy though. And uh-oh. There we go. And then finally, wanted to do two of them. Okay, there we go. No, we don't. No, we don't. Oh, that's fine. So now we need to do the last bit. There, that should work. Yes. Excellent. That goes a long way towards making this start to look finished. Yes. I like that. That really is coming together nicely. Okay. Where are we at time-wise? Let's see. I think I might just go ahead and wrap this up here for today. But so far, so good. The biggest thing is that we are getting this put together. What I'll probably do between today and tomorrow is to actually go ahead and finish putting in some more columns and kind kind of figuring out what the overall dimensions of this are going to wind up being. As eventually we will want to actually have like a this is the maximum size kind of thing. There we go. And I actually want to let's take this. And that. And I could do that. Oh yeah, that'll work. Okay, yep, perfect. And again, that gives us a nice location to look out over the valley, over our desert. Especially once we start filling it up and utilizing more and more of the nodes, that'll be happy. That'll make me happy. But there we go. So, quite a lot of work done so far. Let's jump out here. Starting to get this place figured out, at least the design idea. The design language is what they will oftentimes refer to it as. I think for the actual building, I'm going to go ahead and take out these hex windows and swap them out for the clear ones, kind of like on the front of we did here. And that'll help kind of just tie everything together. But yeah, I like how this is coming together. I will probably also bring this down a little bit farther as well. Probably do maybe one or two more columns out. And that'll be kind of the length of it, which should be a good length. That'll give us a lot of room to work with on the interior. And then height-wise, I may go up another, I don't know, 4 or 5 levels. Just kind of depends on how I feel, because I want the train stations to be in the middle of it, sort of, if you will, stack-wise. And I don't know, might do something in here. Then again, this may be a situation where I actually wind up moving the stuff from Forever home out here and rebuilding the entire sorting system so that this becomes our actual home. We'll have to wait and see. Again, one of those projects that it's just kind of fun to mess with. Everything going, build stuff, get into trouble, build more stuff to get out of trouble. However, that is going to be it for today. As always, thank you all for joining me on these misadventures. Yeah, there you go. But as always, thank you all for joining me on these misadventures. So glad to have you guys along for the ride. You all have a wonderful day. Stay out of trouble. And remember, if you get caught, I don't know you. I will catch you guys tomorrow.